Hello amigos, come on Stan, I'm Eldam86 and today we're going to be talking about Chivas versus Atletico San Luis, away from home this time. And overall, a pretty comfortable game. You have to look at the kind of style of opposition we were playing against. We played like we were the home team, and they played like the away team. We had most of the possession, we had most of the chances. They had a couple of chances towards the end of the second half, but overall, I mean, I think they hit the post as well. And Manghel about to make a couple of saves, but apart from that, we controlled this game, and we ended up winning comfortably 2-0. I think it should have been more. I think it should have been at least 4, maybe 5-0. You could argue that maybe they deserved a goal, but overall, I think it was a really good win. Really good 3 points. Really, really good clean sheet. The first clean sheet of Ranghal's, I think, senior career. Forgive me if I'm wrong with that. I think that's his first clean sheet, but definitely his first clean sheet of the season. And that's going to give him a world of confidence. Going to give the defence a world of confidence as well, especially Chavez. I think Chavez had a really good game. We get into the goals. Obviously, both of them were penalties. Both of them were scored by the captain, El Pocho Guzman, and my captain. I love the guy. I think he's an absolute stud. And yeah, he slotted both penalties away. I thought maybe he wouldn't take the second one, but he's the captain. He's like, no, it's my responsibility. I'll take it. And he took him and buried them both. The only negative thing for me is that we're still struggling to score goals in open play. Um, Marion fluffed a chance. Pocho fluffed a really good chance. Um, Cal and Padilla both came off the bench and really both should have scored. Both were one on one with the keeper. Didn't slot it home. They should have done. They need to work on that. Padilla, you can think, well, that's probably because of match sharpness. He's only had a collective 30 minutes of football this entire season so far, so you can kind of put that down to him. But also the fact that he's still, I think, 17 or 18, so got to take youth into account. Cal, he's a little bit more time, but I think new club, getting your first goal from new club can take a while for an attacker. So I'm not too worried that he didn't score either. I think once goals will come for him, and I think when it does, he'll just click on and go. I think Padilla for the same. I think Padilla needs to get back to full match fitness. We've still got Chicharito to come in. JJ, I mean, I don't know about JJ, but I hope he does come back in soon. And for me, JJ needs to play. He needs to play through this drought, really. If he'd gotten a goal by now, I think we'd be alright. But he hasn't scored yet, so he hasn't played as well in the last 2 games now. So it's a little bit worrying. But Marion's back. Didn't last the full 90, but I didn't expect him to. He's still coming back from injury as well. So overall 2-0. You can't turn your nose up at that. You have to appreciate that for what it is, especially the fact that it's only our second win now. 2 wins, 2 draws, and a defeat. It makes that the second win makes that look a little bit better for Chivas. And I'll take it. I'll take 3 points. We could have played better. We could have done better. We could have scored more. Um, but at the moment, the team I think still clicking under Gargo. I think the starting lineup that he put out today, I think for me, I think is his favourite starting lineup as it stands. Obviously, we'd have Chicharito in there as well. I think Chicharito will be on the bench for the start of his Chivas career, return. But yeah, I think the team's still clicking. I think defensively, we've been okay, really, ultimately. And we've conceded goals. This is the first game we've not conceded a goal in. But there is a steady improvement that I'm seeing defensively. Again, let's go to San Luis. No disrespect to them, all respect to them, but they're one of the easiest opponents we're going to face. This is a game that we blatantly should be winning and should be winning comfortably. So that makes me think, well, I'm very happy with the result, very happy with the clean sheet, but also thinking, well, we should have done better. We should have been better, we should have been more clinical. But at the same time, this is a confidence thing that the team can build upon, and it could be something that they improve upon as well. So you think, okay, all in all, it's a decent win. We move on to the next game. I had 2 wins on the bounce now, so, a home and away win as well, which is great. And I think the team started to take shape now. It's taken a bit of a while. It seemed to click so much faster with Panovic. I'm not quite sure why. Different players, I guess. Pano had an informed Vega, whereas we're playing with a lot more youngsters as well. Pano didn't play with hardly any of these youngsters, so got to take that into account. But overall, I'm very happy. Like I said, just 3 points, just a clean sheet. I'm very, very happy with Rangel. I'm going to be buzzing about him for as long as he's playing, because I think he's exactly what we should be doing at Chivas, is bringing quality players through from our youth system. Chavez as well. Chavez, blatantly still a kid. Blatantly has a mistake in him. He's not nowhere near the finished article, but he's improving, and he's good enough, I think, to start for Chivas, and he's good enough to play most of the games for Chivas. He just needs to connect with his players a bit more, grow up a little bit more. But yeah, overall, I'm very happy. Pocho as well, the captain. I love the guy. I love Beltran. I think Gutierrez has done really well. He did a goal line save, by the way, in this game. If it wasn't for Guti, it probably would have been 2-1. So congrats to Guti. For me, this is the season where he's really showing up. It took him a long time to kind of get comfortable in the Chivas jersey. And yeah, he seems to be comfortable now, seems to be established. I think, Pocho, Beltran, and Guti is our best midfield trio. I would have Pocho a little bit more further forward in the number 10 role. And have Guti and Beltran a little bit further back. But yeah, so far so good. So far so good. And then if we can get a win the next game, I haven't actually checked to see who we play next, actually, to be fair. I should have done that, but I'm not a professional YouTuber, so. But yeah, if we can win the next game, 3 more points, we start to build something. Even if it's a draw next game, as long as we don't lose the next couple of games and we get some points out of it, stay in the Ligia spot, try and get as high up in the table as possible. And I always say, I've said a million times, you don't know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen in the Ligia. Anything can happen. So it's all about getting there, though. And yeah, it's a very transitional season, very transitional period for us. New coach, hell of a lot of new players, youngsters. So yeah, it's a little bit unknown at the moment. And I'm quite enjoying it, to be honest. I think the season's been quite enjoyable. We could have won a couple more games, but it hasn't been nowhere near as bad as it could have been. With all the new changes that are happening with Vega and Chakotay and all the players leaving. Yeah, I hope we get to see Chicharito play soon, because I think that getting him on the pitch in the Chivas jersey is just going to lift the club so much. Like when we signed him and when we had the presentation, that lifted the club a little bit. And coincidentally, we've won the last 2 games since we announced him, so the Chicho effect, I guess. Anyway, guys, leave a comment below if you can. I really appreciate it. I reply to all my comments, good and the bad. Give a like to the video as well if you liked it. If you like to hear me rambling on about a game that you already watched, I really appreciate it. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it as well. I try to do these videos as often as I can on different topics. Obviously, I do Chivas and Arsenal mainly because that's 99% of the season. But I also do videos from Mexico. I try and do videos in England as well. And sometimes a couple of women's teams as well. Obviously, Arsenal and Chivas, I'm blessed with having very, very good women's teams. So I try to integrate them as well. So it's a little bit of a variety. So yeah, check out the channel if you want to try and find a video or series that you click with. I even do some FIFA career mode videos on the slide sometimes as well. So check them out if you can. And yeah, subscribe, because I really appreciate it. I do appreciate the community we're building here. And yeah, I love you guys all. And take it easy. Have a really good week. I'm going to have a really good week now, because both my teams won this weekend within 6 hours of each other, which is absolutely fantastic. So and quite rare as well. It's quite rare for Arsenal and Chivas to win at the same time. But anyway, guys, have a good week. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys very soon, probably next weekend for the next game. So yeah, take it easy, guys. I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.